YouTube people? I'm Omnivorous, and now that we have our complete previews of Double Masters 2022, I figured we'd go ahead and retouch on my predictions and what I got wrong. I know that I probably should have done this a little bit ago, but I was a little preoccupied, but now we're gonna go through it. Let's take a look at what I predicted for Double Masters 2022 and how wrong I was. Oh, top of my list for the Double Masters set is actually a reprint of the later versions of the Eldrazi Titans. Each have gotten to a higher price tag at this point. We already knew that we were going to get the OG Eldrazi Titans printed in the set when they revealed Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, but I really hoped that we would see the next printing, the actual Battle for Zendikar printing of the Eldrazi Titans. Unfortunately, that is not the case. They did not show up in the set, so these guys are going to continue to go up. Kozilek sitting at $21, Emrakul sitting at $55, and Ulamog sitting at $60. So yeah, we really needed that reprint. We didn't get it. Oh well. I think that the most likely lands that we're going to get in this set are going to be the Fastlands. This one hurts. I really wanted the Fastlands to be printed in this set. They've only had one printing for each of the ally and enemy cycles of the lands, so each of them are sitting around $10 to $15, some a lot more, and we really needed the reprint to drive those prices down. Now, I did have a friend point out that since we did not get the Fastlands in Double Masters, there is the possibility of us getting them in one of the standard sets coming up, like the Brothers War or Dominaria United. This would actually be a great thing because it would allow the allied Fastlands to come into Pioneer, where they really would be helpful to help the format go 3-color, which I would really appreciate. I want to actually try 3-color a lot. But yeah, we did not get them in this set. Instead, we did get the bounce lands and no rare land cycle. We did get a couple of really notable rare and mythic lands, but no actual complete cycle, which is a downer. One-off lands that really need a reprint. The first thing that comes to mind for me is Mana Confluence. This one also stings a bit. They did not reprint Mana Confluence in Double Masters 2022. Instead, we did get a printing of City of Brass. Now, this is going to be a welcome printing for all of my Commander players because it is always great to see a nice all-color land that can go in pretty much any deck that is like 3 or more colors to even out your mana efficiency. It is great to see these lands, but I wanted Mana Confluence specifically to help Pioneer again. I feel like Pioneer is one of those formats that is kind of emerging right now after its recent shakeups and is primed to be a great format going forward, and it just needs that support. Unfortunately, we did not get it here in Double Masters. We got more Commander stuff. This is fine, but again, I would have rather it be Confluence instead of the City of Brass. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary to see a full reprint of the Force cycle, something that we do need. And again, I am just wrong city today. We did get a printing of Force of Negation, probably the most important force to get, but unfortunately they just left all the other forces, including Force of Will, off of the reprint for this set. We do get the reprint of Force of Negation at Rare, which I commend Wizards for keeping it at Rare instead of trying to hack it up to Mythic, but none of the rest of the cycle show up. A couple other mythics that we should see a reprint of are going to be Urza and Yawgmoth. This one stings. Because of all of my predictions, I figured these guys would be the slam dunk. We are really in need of a reprint of both Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, and Urza, Lord High Artificer, because they are both all-stars in Modern and Commander. I really love them in Commander, even though people really hate both these guys, Urza in particular, and then they do show up a lot in modern builds. So both of these cards command a high price tag, with Yawgmoth at 50 and Urza at 58. So yeah, don't ask me to read your fortune or predict the future for you, because I am just wrong about shit. I am not the guy to ask. Even though I will stick by my predictions, I was just off the mark on everything. Moving on to what we actually did get in the set and what is actually amazing about this set, we've got some really impressive cards that have only been printed one time before, and that's the ones that I'm really excited about. Allosaurus Shepherd, Imperial Seal, Dockside Extortionist, and Warrior's Oath are going to be some of the top cards that you can get in the set. They've only had one printing before, and they are in high demand. With Imperial Seal and Warrior's Oath, we have cards that were only printed in Portal 3 Kingdoms, that were only really released around Australia and in Asia. This low printing and low access makes these cards ridiculously high in value, with the Imperial Seal being $300 on Card Kingdom right now, and Warrior's Oath being $100. Personally, I'm more excited about Allosaurus Shepherd and Dockside Extortionist. These guys are great in Commander. The Extortionist is an all-star to the point where people might ask for its banning now that we're getting a lot of it in circulation. And Allosaurus Shepherd helps shut down counterspells, which is one of my more hated archetypes in Commander. And then in tribal decks or in elf tribal decks, it can be a big finisher. In rare, we get Thrumming Stone, Smothering Tithe, Teferi's Protection, and Bloom Tender. All of these cards only had a single printing, and a reprint is welcome. Commander players are probably either laughing or crying about the reprint of Smothering Tithe. Another notable reprint is Concordant Crossroads. This has seen a couple of printings, but it hasn't been printed again since 1995? I wouldn't be surprised if there are some of you that are younger than this card. Moving on, we got some great reprints for Modern and Legacy, starting with the Eldrazi Titans. That's gonna be, of course, Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, Emrakul the Aeon's Torn, and Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. Now we have the artwork for all three of the borderless ones revealed. These guys look amazing, and I am happy that they got a reprint. I just wish that their younger brothers got a reprint as well. Other notable reprints for our Modern and Legacy players are going to be Aether Vial, Cavern of Souls, and the aforementioned Force of Negation. Very happy to see these guys, and it's great that we are getting some support for our older formats in this set. Now, really, I had hoped that this set would be a set that helps all of our Eternal formats. That's going to be Pioneer, Modern, Legacy, and Commander. Maybe even Vintage, why not? But this set is more of a Commander set, so they really should have called it Commander Masters. And now we're gonna look at some of the reprints Commander got in Double Masters 2022. I already touched on City of Brass. It's great for multicolor mana bases, but we also got Crucible of Worlds, which will let us reuse any lands that hit the graveyard. Panharmonicon is great for any Enter the Battlefield deck that's gonna be Blink decks, and various other, enter the battlefield value decks. And of course, Vidalcan Orrery lets you cast your spells as though they had flash. The goodies don't end there. We got Mana Drain, Sensei's Divining Top, Mana Vault, and Phyrexian Altar. Mana Drain is one of the best counterspells in the game. Sensei's Divining Top is great for letting you look at what you got on top. Mana Vault is one of the best ramp rocks, up there with Mana Crypt. And Phyrexian Altar enhances any sacrifice strategy. What can I even say about these cards? They're staples. They can go in almost any deck. Bravo Wizards on the Commander reprints. There's also some goodies in the common uncommon range. We got Eternal Witness, Blood Artist, and Flicker Wisp, as well as Inquisition of Kozilek and Path to Exile. It's always good to see some decent uncommons printed in a set to give it some extra value. And the last thing I really wanted to note was that they downshifted a lot of stuff. We had 3 rares downshifted a lot. We had Mentor of Meek and Crackling Doom downshifted to uncommon, and Dark Dweller Oracle is now a common? I mean, I guess that is okay, that fits. But more importantly, we also got a downshifted Monastery Swiftspear to common. That means we're gonna see a lot more of these guys pop up in Pauper, yes. And that's gonna do it. Yeah, all of my predictions were pretty much wrong. Even if I was kind of half right about the Force of Negation prediction, I'm not gonna count that. That was wrong. But even with me being so wrong about everything, the set looks amazing. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this set. It comes out in a little more than a week from now on July 8th. Cannot wait. And that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will enjoy Double Masters when it comes out. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about what's coming up for Double Masters. Were my predictions just dumb, or, you know, was it Wizards throwing us curveballs with all of these random reprints like Warrior's Oath? Until next time, y'all stay hungry, folks, and thanks for watching.